campus plan really is a response to human needs. And it needs to have the amenities that lift the spirit, that help people learn and teach, but that they ought not to be so strong or dramatic that they overpower the individual. We're in the Student Services Building at the University of Utah. This is the newest building completed on our campus. The building is about 120,000 square feet, cost about $9 million, and houses all of the university's services for the students of the University of Utah. Programmatically, we set out to create a space which was open. The students are moving in here from all locations on the campus. We want them, as they approach it, to be able to see into it. But as they're in the space, we want them to be able to relate to the campus, but we also want them to be able to relate to the various floors within the building. We've used a great deal of natural concrete, which is an inexpensive material to use, but it's a nice foil or a background for the warmth of the natural woods, the oaks in the hand railings and in the panels around. One of the special design considerations for the building was to create the opportunity for people to get outside of the building onto outdoor decks. One of the delights of a campus is to see the movement of people at a class change and the delight of activity that takes place on the campus. As you see the openings and the structure showing, it's all part of the concept of allowing the building to be, allowing it to be expressive of itself, hopefully a philosophy which the student might himself want to espouse. So, we're delighted to have you on the university campus. Hope that you find the buildings and the campus exciting, and look forward to showing you around. As you look in the campus, look for the contribution that buildings make to the spaces. Look how they nestle into the spaces. You'll notice that the library is a different color. It's a white building. We did that on purpose because we wanted it to be the focal point of the campus. There is a major vertical structure in the behavioral science building. We did that on purpose to make it a terminus to the east-west mall so that the views of the campus didn't just leak into the valley. The dome of the Special Events Center is an interesting structure. When we built the Special Events Center, it was the largest clear-span wood dome in the world. Now why don't we go to the Park Building, which is one of the old classical structures on campus, and look at the contrast, but also look at the beauty and the sensitivity that's there in some of the more historical, traditional buildings on campus. This building was built in 1914. Interestingly enough, had a budget of $250,000. I read in the administration minutes where the building had an extra $25,000 added to the budget because it had to be an especially quality building. So the total building you're looking at is a $250,000 building. It couldn't be replaced for $20 million now. As you look at some of the other buildings on the old portion of the campus, you'll see some historical quality and characteristics that are typical of our campus itself. One interesting thing about the campus and the evolution is the fact that these old buildings now have a brick which cannot be duplicated. The Emory building has recently had an addition put on it. You'll see the use of concrete and reflective glass. The reflective glass is used for the purpose of reflecting the existing wall surfaces that are on the existing building in the addition to the building. This then represents the old historical character of the university. A very traditional place, started as a perfect classical circle site plan, and these buildings were then all radiating from the center of that circle, which is now the flagpole and the center of the campus.